आज आर.के. सिन्हा जी हमारे साथ फोर्टिफिकेशन ऑफ राइस, विजन, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एंड अचीवमेंट्स, FRK, that is Fortified Rice Kernel Manufacturing Process and Role of Various Stakeholders के बारे में बात करेंगे. आर.के. सिन्हा जी.
Good afternoon to all the participants and speakers. All the speakers before me have in fact made my job much easier because the major part that I was supposed to say has already been covered. So this August House is fully aware now of what actually is fortified rice, what is its need, how to achieve it. So some basic information, I think you are already aware of it, but still at the cost of being repetitive, I am going through it. What is of major concern to this house, that you see how many persons are affected. This chart in itself will tell you why this fortification was felt a need and how Government of India and being their agency are pursuing this goal of rice fortification. As per the 68th round of National Sample Survey conducted in 2011-12, 65% of India's population consumes rice as a staple food, and majority of it are depending on the rice that is routed through FCI, through various welfare schemes of Government of India. So it was deemed fit that this fortification should start with rice, which is a major staple food of 2/3 of this country and is by and large consumed all over the country. You can see the various components of fortification. So the process, I think, is known to you. I should not be repetitive. What would be of interest to you is the volume that has to be achieved under the Government of India plan, phased plan. In fact, we are running through the phase 2 of this program. Phase 1 is already over, which was in fact, you can say, a pilot project where under 2 schemes, the ICDS and this PM Poshan was covered, through which the beneficiary were distributed fortified rice. Now we are taking half of the country, covering about 291 districts, which are presumed to be high burden districts and aspirational districts, where there is a need, considering the extent of anemia and stunted malnutrition in the children. So we are going through the phase 2, which will be completing by 31st of March 2023, and from 1st of April we have planned to roll out this scheme throughout the country in all the districts. Right now we have planned about 175 LMT to be distributed, and in the coming year, that is when the phase 3 starts, we will be distributing about 350 lakh tons of rice, fortified rice. What is my expectation is that we all interact with various sections of the society, so this should be somewhat communicated to them as well. We are dealing with people who are supposed to, who are working with us in our domestic help, with our drivers or others, all those who are consuming. That challenge is to be addressed, because we find that the kernels, which are fortified kernels, right now are not resembling 100% with the original grain. So there is a distinct difference between the original grain and the fortified grain. Public by and large presumes it to be adulterants. So even in the normal household, initially before this era of shortex, we used to have rice plug for some damaged and discolored grains. This is happening even at the bottom level in the remote areas and the people for which it is meant. So some information, whenever we interact with those people, should be given to them that these are good things which has been added especially for it. Right now I recollect our sir told that blending. I recollect as a QC personnel, it was a very taboo word for us. We presumed that only adulterant can be blended. So for us, it was a thing that there should not be any blending. But fortunately now blending is in a good sense. So these fortified rice kernels are being blended to the rice. That is for good. So that phase has gone, now blending is welcome. See, we all know, being a student of agriculture, that new varieties has come with has got better potential. Right now we are saying that certain varieties are having 40 ppm up to. So such thing needs to be encouraged at the production level itself. Means at the level of farmers, some seed replacement should be done. Now farmers should grow these grains. That way it will be more beneficial to us. Because right now we on our own cannot introduce any variety. But with your experience and in agriculture and in ministry, you can make awareness program in there also, that a state in certain district or in certain pockets should start doing such varieties which have come up over the years. So I am taking that with a good proposal.
You are very right, sir. And I would like to apprise the House that this year 39 points of crore rupees we are spending on demonstrations of bio-fortified wheat seed production.
Very good, sir. I think it should be awarded. So, when you put in at that time, I was just listening. I thought that you are giving some suggestion for FSSI to adopt. But I think FSSI is not the appropriate level. That decision is to be taken in the ministry. Our VM Singh Sahab is there. He can take it forward to the ministry. Even we will be taking it up. But you yourself are saying that you are in the ministry. So you can also initiate at your own level. Such varieties needs to be promoted at the level of farmers, so that when we procure, see, whatever farmer is bringing to us, we are procuring. If it is conforming to the specification, we are procuring. So if farmers grow such varieties, which you are suggesting is far better in comparison for nutrition part, so that should be encouraged.
Sir, in the year 2015, we have none of the variety bio-fortified. In 72 varieties has been released, one from IIWR Karnataka, another from Ludhiana. Thereafter, in this year, in the month of August, we have now 27 bio-fortified wheat varieties, which are being mass popularized during this ensuing Rabi season 22-23.
Sir, you are fortunate by virtue of your position there. You are aware of these developments. Being a student of agriculture, but about 30 years back, right now we are not having tag of these developments. In those days, we used to have that some new rice is coming. That will be known as super rice. So that will be having very high percentage of nutrition. That will be very desirable. So whatever you are saying is much welcome. I hope that ministry will promote such things, Ministry of Agriculture or Department of Food, whatsoever, from any channel. It should be at the level of farmers. If farmers are bringing us those grains, that are quite welcome, very welcome to us. We rather would appreciate having those varieties to be procured under government scheme.
Rice and wheat are staple foods. We are looking much into it. But apart from this, naturally bio-fortified food grains like millets and small millets, which are already having vast potential of nutritional security. By that way also we are promoting and popularizing the demand of food grains, which is nutritionally good for our people.
We are in the business of providing a staple food only. Though Government of India announces MSP for 23 crops, but we are dealing only with paddy, wheat and rice. You can say paddy and rice because paddy and wheat, because rice is the processed product of paddy. So our role is very limited. However, as you told that this year we are going to observe International Year of Millets. So we all understand that millets has their own role and they are much better in nutritional part. Even for diabetes side and other medical side, you can say that millets are having better potential than compared to the foods that rice and wheat we are right now using. So in fact, this is somewhat orientation change needs at the level of government and at the level of ministry, that they should somewhat give farmers assurance. See, why we are procuring this much of rice and wheat? Because farmers, particularly in the growing areas, procuring areas like Punjab, Haryana, UP, AP, they are assured of purchase of their product. So they don't venture. See, Punjab farmers are quite, I must say that affordable, they are quite well settled. They can go for, but then there is always a looming large whether it will, what I produce will be procured or not. So better produce this. You know that the variety that they are procuring, they are themselves not consuming, but they are procuring because it is giving them assurance that it will be procured 100%. Even this Kisan agitation, you are all aware. So background was this only. So this will be happening. We need to change the orientation from rice, wheat to millets. So that will be, I think, if taken by your level or the level of ministry, it will be quite a welcome step. We will be there to support if we get the direction from ministry to procure these millets. Sir, right now we are not attending to the biofortified part. What I was just saying that his suggestion was that we should procure such thing. हाँ.
Everybody has talked about three strategies. What he is talking about, that is diversification strategy.
Right.
But scalability perspective.
हाँ.
Rice ka fortification, and that has been found to be more implementable.
Right.
So the three strategies talked about. There are three strategies which our speakers have talked about.
Right.
First was diversification, your diet diversification. Second was micronutrients, nutrient supplementation, and third was fortification. So why we are preferring fortification at this stage, that has already been explained by at least three speakers. So आप जो कह रहे हैं वो तो चलता ही, लेकिन हमारे जो ईटिंग हैबिट्स है बहुत जिद्दी है. जो अरवा खाता है वो उसनत पे जाने के लिए तैयार है. तो चावल से मिलेट पे ले जाने की तो यात्रा बहुत दूर हो जाएगी. जो अरवा चावल का
हम तो ये जो यज्ञ दर्शक है उनकी जो फूडिंग हैबिट्स है, लाइक सेमोलिना, पास्ता एक्सेट्रा, हम तो उसमें ड्यूरोफाइट स्पीसीज डाल रहे हैं तो उसमें येलो पिगमेंट होता है.
No, sir, yours is a more futuristic thing. What we are sticking to that we are just trying for a staple. Yeah.
It may take 27 or 32. In
Yeah.
the meantime, we have to take help of this
Right, sir.
food fortification.
Right, sir. For that only I requested you that this is such a good idea which needs to be taken up with the appropriate level in the ministry and the government. Right now our mandate is just to procure wheat and rice. Whatever wheat is coming, when wheat fortified or whatever rice is coming fortified, we are going for that. Right now we have started with rice. Hopefully we will doing with the wheat also in the coming future. In fact, I tell you that right now we are adding only 3 fortificants. But at the level of government and in scientific academia, we are of the opinion that at least 12 fortificants can be added. Subsequently, once the things goes rolling on, we can go enhance it to up to 12 fortificant level. So that we will see. But right now, this was being done for this fortificant rice. One thing is there in the topic that they are saying some financial provision. So I think this house is aware that government of India has already given 0.73 paise, 73 paise for this fortification purposes. And in fact, from states like Punjab, they are having the actual cost much lesser to that. They are giving it at, doing it at 0.56 paise. I mean 0.56 rupee or 56 paise. So finance part is also not very constrained. Only thing is that it has to be taken in true steps. Fortified rice in all steps, right from premix, from fortified rice kernel producers, then rice millers, up to the agencies, procuring agencies. At all levels, some awareness need to be improved, need to be enhanced. Then only this program can be a great success. Since the idea itself is so noble, just to address the anemic population in the country as well as the malnutrition in children, stuntiness, growth stuntiness. So, keeping those noble objectives in mind, we should be doing all possible steps to promote this fortified rice. With this word, I think I should sum up because I was told that it is already so late. So, thank you very much.